Now we go on to 1 inch above the perineum, behind where we urinate. We do the mantra Vam. And when we do the mantra Vam, we press the ring finger against the thumb as we try to squeeze internally from front to back. Take a deep breath in. Vam. Release the mudra and go Vam. One last time. We bring our awareness behind the navel, and here we do the mantra Ram. And as we do the mantra Ram, try to squeeze the navel slightly inward, and here we hold the middle finger pressing against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 And one last time, Ram. Take a deep breath in. Ram.
There is some static in your voice is breaking up.
Okay. So how do we correct that?
It's better now.
Maybe I bring the computer closer to me.
Probably. Is anybody here listening on a phone? Sometimes that's the reason.
I think if Dr. Rajan has another device in the same room, then it will interfere with the signal.
Oh, I know something. Good. Thank you for telling me. I'm going to disable the Wi-Fi on. Oh, it is disabled, so that's fine. So,
Dr.
Go in aeroplane mode.
Bluetooth also, if you have Bluetooth on.
thank you for telling me that.
The
Good.
best thing is go in Bluetooth aeroplane mode.
How is it now?
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the one. The Bluetooth is the one. Thank you. Okay. So now we bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body. And here we do the sound Yam. Take a deep breath in, and of course we keep the mudra index finger pressed against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yam. Release mudra and let's continue one more time. Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do the sound hum, and we do the sound hum. Keep the thumbs up, loose fist, and take a deep breath in. Hum. Release the mudra and continue. Middle of the head, shum. Take a deep breath in with thumbs up. Shum. Release the mudra. Top of the head, Om. Again, thumbs up. Release the mudra and continue. Now we go on to Ujjayi Pranayam. So I will lead the Ujjayi Pranayam session now. Bring the awareness to your throat. And those of you who know how to do it, continue. And new people, close your eyes and observe your throat. And with the eyes open, what happens to the throat when you make a big smile? Feel
Your
the
voice is
slight
still breaking.
stretch in the throat.
Your voice is still breaking, Dr. Rajan.
Okay. How many people feel the breaking in the voice? Okay, so it's quite substantial. I'm putting the phone in the aeroplane mode and let's see what happens.
Dr. Rajan, one more thing you can do from a computer, laptop, you need to off the Bluetooth, if possible. From the-
Oh, thank you. That's a good idea.
that may solve the problem, but
Laptop maybe that's causing all the problem.
If you come close to the computer also, that will leave.
Radios only me lati Mac kavala.
Bluetooth is off in the computer, so that's not the issue.
No, I
And
think
all other software is also off. I've turned off everything.
come close to the computer, that will help.
I am very close to the computer. How is the voice now?
Yeah, it is better
Now
now.
it's good.
It's good.
Now it's good.
Okay. So let's continue then.
Yeah.
Jayashri, you want to give the instructions for Ujjayi?
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So let us start with now for those.
Okay, but your voice is also going away. There is something wrong with the entire internet system. Let me take it today, Jayashri. Mute
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. How am I now? Okay. So bring your awareness for those of you who are new. Bring the awareness to the throat. Okay, thank you. So bring your awareness to the throat with your eyes closed and make a big smile. Feel the stretch in the throat. And as you inhale and exhale, feel like the air is rubbing in the throat. So it almost feels like restricted breathing. So please continue. Namita Nayak, slightly bring your chin down. It'll increase the effectiveness of it. That's good. Stay in that position. Continue. Big smile. You can hopefully hear my breath. Inhale and exhale. I'll demonstrate for you. Now I'll exhale. You can hopefully hear that wind tunnel sound. Vimala Krishnan, if you bring your chin down just a little bit, your experience will be better. Slightly more, that's good. A little bit more, that's good. So that position. So while you're doing this, I'm going to reboot my computer and hopefully the voice will be better. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Sarita, unmute yourself. Unmute.
Okay.
How is the voice now?
It's good.
Okay. So now let's go on to the next practice. We are going to do the silent vibration, Haim Im Am. You feel the mantra flowing from the sternum, middle of the chest, and going upward to the top of the head. Haim Im Am, Haim Im Am, Haim Im Am. Let it flow. Close your eyes and observe the vibrations flow.
ahead.
Bal Mukud, you can make me the co-host too.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. Now let's go on to the spinal alignment. Avni, you want to do? Go ahead.
As you exhale, please bring your head towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back. Please continue. Now as you exhale, turn your head as if looking over the shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back. Exhale, inhale. Now, as you inhale, take your head back. Exhale and bring your chin to your chest. Inhale as you go back. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. And now as you exhale, bring your chin towards the chest and we do the 360-degree rotation. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, the other half. Now let's go the opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. Half circle each. Now let's go on to our alternate shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder, rotate it back as you exhale and bring it down. Inhale, rotate it back and exhale and bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Please continue. Now let's go on to our hand exercises. Raise your hands, keeping the elbows straight. Lift your palms as you exhale, fingers stretched out. Take your thumb in as you exhale and in a downward facing fist. Inhale, palms up, perpendicular to your forearms, fingers stretched. Inhale, thumbs in, downward facing fist. Exhale, sorry. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, keeping your hands stretched out, make fists and rotate the wrist slowly and gently to make full circles around the wrist. Inhale half a circle and exhale the other half. Now the opposite direction. Inhale half a circle, exhale the other half. Now we move on to our next exercise with your hands in line with your shoulders. Inhale with your palms open, exhale and inhale and exhale half a circle. Inhale half a circle, exhale the other half. You need to do this with your palms open, making sure that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. The opposite direction. Inhale half a circle and exhale the other half, making full circles around your wrist. Okay, now interlock your fingers and take your hands behind your head, making sure your elbows are again straight and the head is not tilted back. Exhale as you twist to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale and come back. Exhale, come back. Now we do both the shoulders. Rotate, inhale, lift up both the shoulders. Exhale as you rotate and bring them down. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now as you cross one hand over the opposite knee, take your other hand back and exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way with your other hand on the opposite knee, with your hand back. Inhale, come back. For those who find it difficult to do this, you can put your hand on your shoulder, other hand back, and go and twist. As you exhale, inhale, come back. Exhale, inhale. All right, now we'll cross one leg over the other. And with your interlocked hands, you hold the knee and you pull it in towards you as you exhale. You pull it in and you take it in the opposite direction such that your butt lifts a little. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And as you pull it towards you, turn your head in the same direction that you're pulling your knee. Now let's go to the other knee. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull it in the opposite direction. Turn your head in the same direction that you're pulling the knee. Inhale, and exhale. Now let's go on to the cycling exercises. Inhale, lift up your leg. Exhale, stretch it and bring it down. Inhale, lift up your leg. Exhale, stretch and bring it down. Now the other leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, stretch and bring it down. Okay. Now, Dr. Narayana?
Yeah, I will take over. Now we will do one last spinal alignment exercise. Keep your hand by your side, slightly behind you. If you're seated on the chair, come a little forward on the chair and hold the sides of the chair. And taking a deep breath in, lift up the head and stretch back the shoulder and slightly do a backward bending. Feel the pressure in the hands and the shoulders. Inhale and exhale in this backward bend. Take a slow, deep breath in and come back up. Now we'll go on to Bhastrika Pranayam, the deep breathing that we do normally. Was anybody assigned to do it or shall I lead? Okay, nobody showed up. Okay, I'll take care of it. So in this breathing exercise, keep your interlocked. There are two ways of doing it. One way is with hand stretching. The easy way for most people is if you keep your hand in your belly, as you exhale, feel it go in. As you inhale, feel it come out. And continue inhaling, feel the chest expand and the shoulder pull back. And as you exhale, feel everything collapsing. So a full inhalation, exhalation will look like this. Inhale and exhale. That was the full exhalation. Same thing can be done with the hand position. You keep the elbows by the side and the hands in a loose fist. As you inhale, feel the abdominal area come out. And as you continue to inhale, the chest expands, lift up the elbows a little bit. And then as the upper lungs breathes in, stretch back the shoulders and open out the palms. And as you exhale, make the fist. And slowly, as all the exhalation happens, bring down the elbows, the abdominal area goes in. So you do whichever way you like. From now on, we will begin the count and we will begin the first round of 20 breaths. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 12. Exhale. Actually, that was 10. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Close your eyes, bring down your hands, and observe the sensations you feel in the head and in other parts of the body. Okay, let's go on to the second round. Get ready. Let's go. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Keep the eyes closed. Bring down the hands, relax, and observe the sensations in the head. When the sensations fully subside, mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. And just feel yourself, even though your eyes are closed, like your eyes are turned upward, looking above the head. And if you have a personal mantra, you can use it. If you don't have a personal mantra, just observe the breath while you listen to the Om in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, gently lift up your hand and bring your palm 6 inches in front of your eyes. As you open your eyes, look straight into your palms. It's 6:30, and those of you who need to leave can leave, and we'll continue with the Yoga Sutras. But before we go there, let's take the time to welcome people who have come in new. We have over here Uma, who came from the West Coast session. I saw her for the first time here today. Uma, you want to introduce yourself to this yoga family?
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Narayanan. I am living in the Bay Area, and I usually join the 5:30 p.m. in the West Coast session. I had some conflicts, so I thought I'll do it this afternoon, which is 2 p.m. my time. and thought looks like you, it's identical, except I'm joining midway for the Yoga Sutras. So I should join back when you start the Yoga Sutras there, but wonderful to be with all of you.
Thank you. Anybody else who has come in new? You want to introduce yourself?
Linda introduce herself. Linda, did she introduce herself?
I am Rathna. I live in Houston, Texas, and I joined yesterday for the first time, and I'm enjoying it. It's very good.
Wonderful. Can we see your face, please?
Oh, I sit lower down. I don't know if you.
Yes.
I'm in one of those Japanese chairs because I have bad knees.
No problem.
I can do Vajrasana on this chair without hurting my knees.
Okay. There is a question here.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Introduce yourself, Bhaskar.
Yeah, I'm Bhaskar. Venkatesan introduced me to you. So this is my first day. I'm in Virginia.
Very nice. Welcome.
Yeah, namaste.
Namaste. Mute yourself, please. Yes, that's good. Okay. So, Linda Nunes, you want to say something?
Oh, I spoke yesterday.
Yes, but you were not on mute, so I thought you wanted to say something.
Oh, I wanted to assure Anjana that I have already introduced myself, and I continue to feel so good about what I'm doing, and especially the way you lead. It's so special. You are so much in tune. You know, it just. I also teach classes on health, but I watch you and I see how well you do it, with kindness in your tone, which is just wonderful. So
thank you. So please.
Just one clarity I would like when you're doing them is when to close the eyes, when not to close. And so I'm a little confused about that.
Actually, all yoga practices should be done with minimal aware of external consciousness. So you can keep your eyes closed throughout, but only thing is, if you're not sure what you're doing and you want to see, that's the only time you open your eyes. Otherwise, keeping the inner awareness and keeping the eyes closed is a good idea.
Great, because I cheat sometimes and look at you, what you're doing, in case I'm not doing it correctly.
Okay. So. Please mute yourself. That's good. Okay. So now there was a question on the chat over here. And this question is, any yoga for navel displacement, please? Actually, navel displacement relates to imbalance in the system. And this is a very special area which this Chaitanya Mystery has put up. What you can do is, if you take your finger and you put it on your navel, if you don't feel the pulse over there, then in which case it has shifted either to the left or right. And what you can do is, wherever you feel the pulse, you can try to push it to the center. But the Anulom Vilom Pranayam practice, the spinal alignment, the chakra vibration, all of them should eventually lead towards that. So that is the answer for Chaitanya Mystery. And if you find that that is not happening, stretch out your body and extend out your legs, keep them together. And if you find that that too is not helping, whichever side, have somebody pull your toes and it will settle itself.
Can I say something?
So I should lay down and somebody pull my toes. That will do it.
Yes, yes. But anyway, this concept of this navel displacement is something that goes into a very specialized side of yoga. And this, I'm not sure whether people even know what it is in this forum. Okay.
Dr. Rajan, can I say something?
Yes.
I had that problem, and I've been doing yoga for 8 weeks now. It has come back to the center now.
That's what will happen. That is what our whole system is towards, balancing the system. Exactly. So Chaitanya Mystery, where did you hear about this navel displacement? You have to tell everyone.
Oh, well, it's been a long time. Like in 2002, when I was working, it, I lifted something really, really heavy. So my auntie told me that you had a naval displacement, and I did not hear anything like that. And I was like, what is that? I thought I had a stomach pain. So she did something on my stomach, and everything was gone right away. She knew how to do it. She's no more. So this just naval displacement just started 2 days ago at night after 18 years. So I know what it feels like, and I don't know how to do it. So I was asking you. And I was watching a YouTube video, but I want to ask you.
Okay. So in any case, do the regular practices. If you have somebody to help you, by the way, you can even push with your finger. It will come back to this thing, but it won't come back permanently unless the body and mind are aligned. Okay. So do Anlom Vilom Pranayam also, and that will help you. Okay.
Okay.
So please mute yourself. And I guess we can spend more time on Yoga Sutras. Govardhan is unmuted. So please, I'll mute you. Okay, I've muted it.
Can I ask a question? You can't hear me, I guess.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? No.
Go ahead, Kamla Nagpal.
I'm not sure when you turn your head this way and that way, and so when do you inhale and when do you exhale? You start this way, inhale, then exhale back here, and
Yeah,
then
let me
inhale.
answer the question. I have heard your question. See, the static position and returning back to the static position is where you're inhaling. So when you begin, you inhale from here, and as you exhale, you turn, and coming back to the normal position, you inhale, and as you exhale, go to the other position, inhale, come back. All the breathing inhalation is when you're coming back to the normal position.
Okay, inhale, not okay. All right, thank you.
The same goes for this, all of them, same thing. Okay.
Dr. Rajan, I have a question. When I do this and I got sleepy.
Nothing wrong. Then go to sleep. But the thing is, you see, what happens is sleep is the response that comes in the system when the body needs more relaxation, and when your system becomes a little relaxed and you need the sleep, it'll put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Thank
you.
you.
So it's only the relaxation response, nothing else.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Okay, so Srijit, let's go to the Yoga Sutras. So we are in the last section of the second chapter. So we had gone through just, I'll backtrack a little bit. We have about 20 minutes time. The backtracking, I will, the summary of the first chapter we have already done, where we have said the Patanjali Muni brings the system of yoga as the question of the person to realize what the individual person is. So it is addressed to the individual. And the point he makes is when you can silence your interaction with all the external manifestation of the body and mind, that is when you will realize who you really are. So normally we get carried away. We think the way we speak, what we think, the ideas we have, and all of this is who we are. But in reality, that's not who we are. Who we are is when all of that is silenced, that's when you realize the nature of your being. For common people to realize that, because the mind and body is so active, is very difficult. And so the way to realize it is to start quietening the mind. You can start by minimizing the reactivity of the mind. So whatever you observe, be less reactive, and in due course, you will be able to become one-point focused. And from that one-point focus, the deep absorption into wherever that point of focus will make you go into the state where you can be a pure observer. And from that state, you will be able to go into the samadhi state and connect into the cosmic reality. There, connecting into the cosmic reality, you become open to intuitive awareness about the nature of existence. So this is what was discussed in the first chapter. In the second chapter, he goes on to tell you more about what is the underlying reasons why we have this activation of the program. So he basically says we are all programmed entities coming from the first birth. So in the first birth, the programs that you were embedded with, they are called kleshas. And then but when you react to all the programs when they are activating, that results in new programs being created, which are called karmas. So karmas and kleshas are the nature of any existence. And that is what makes you, once there is energy flowing through the body, life comes in. Avni, you raised your hand.
Is everyone born with the same kleshas? The first,
No, everyone is born. You see, later on, we will realize that in the Yoga Sutras, that in order to fulfill the purpose of creation in the first time when creation takes place, everybody is given their own part to play. Okay? So everybody does not have the same program. And even in the first time, the original programs are never the same for everyone.
So, however, is there a disparity in between what they get? Meaning, you know, when someone's born in a rich family, it is their later on programs. But first time around, is there any such? No.
Even in the first time, some people will be born rich and some people will be born poor. Some people will be like kings and some people will be like peasants. So that is the nature of the cosmic game. Okay. So in order for this cosmos to, flow, that's how it will happen. Now, similarly, you're thinking from a human perspective. In the first creation, it is not only humans. It is animal, it is inanimate objects, all of them, everything has a place to work with. So that is how the cosmic creation comes in the first place. And from that first place, wherever you are, you as a human being, anything that is live has an ability to react. Reactivity creates new programs which are called karmas. And then once you realize it is the reactivity that is causing all of this to happen, you stop being reactive. Then in which case that discrimination leads you to the higher level of understanding, and that is where the yogic experience comes. So in the second part of the second chapter, Patanjali Muni says there is a systematic process whereby you cross 7 segments in order to reach the state of samadhi and realize all of this. So that is the 8-fold aspect of yoga, the 7 boundaries you cross to reach the 8th stage. So the 7 of them, or the 8 of them are yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So in this course over here, in the second half of the second chapter, Patanjali Muni is going to discuss yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, and pratyahara. So and then in the third chapter, he will discuss dhyana, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So in the course of this, we have discussed fully yama and niyama. And then we have also discussed asana and pranayama last time. And then the last one he is going to discuss is the pratyahara. So let's go on to pratyahara. And so what is the nature of pratyahara? Sutra number 54. Swa vishaya asamprayoge. Okay. Prayoga means to use. Samprayoga means completely use. Asamprayoga means completely not use. Swavishaya is something which is your subject matter, or whatever you're doing. Chitta Swarupa Anukara. Chitta is your programmed entity. Swarupa is your form. Anukara means the nature of that, how it flows, your inner nature flows. Iva Indriyanam. Iva means as if, and Indriyanam means all the Indriyas are the sense organs. Pratyahara. That is what is Pratyahara. So this is kind of a very formal definition way of what Pratyahara is. In effect, what it means is you become aware of your inner vibrations. So what happens is you completely quieten yourself and observe within. And then you connect with your inner vibrations. So when you are, Pratyahara is a higher level of stage where literally when you can feel the inner vibration, you can control them. If you are able to connect with your inner vibration and make your left hand hot and the right hand cold, what you're doing is you're directing the blood flow to one side and taking it away from the other side. That is the nature of Pratyahara. Now, if you shift your mind, you're able to control the vibrations and make the right hand warm and the left hand cold, you're shifting the blood flow. So this is the nature of Pratyahara. Similarly, if you feel you want to direct your vibration to one part of the body, control your heart rate, all of this is the nature of Pratyahara. Okay? So, and if you can understand, if you use the right biochemical, all of these changes you can make in yourself. So that is the nature of Pratyahara. So what happens is, anything that induces where you can feel the vibration within, that is what the nature of vibration is, what Pratyahara is all about. So from a normal perspective, where would we associate Pratyahara exercise? All subtle vibrations. When you do Brahmari, the humming, it is considered a Pratyahara exercise. When you're doing all the chakra vibrations, sound vibrations, they're all Pratyahara exercise. When you use the mantra-based techniques, they are all Pratyahara techniques, okay? And what happens when you do these techniques? Sutra number 55, Tata, from that, Parama, supreme, Vashyat, control, Indriyanam. Means of all the Indriyas or the sense organs, you can get a supreme control of them. So this is the nature of real Pratyahara. You have supreme control of all the sense organs. So as I described to you how you can make your heartbeat change, move the blood flow whichever way you want, or that is the supreme thing. But what are the techniques whereby you do it is all the vibration techniques. Okay, so I'm going to stop over here. Are there any questions over here before we go on to chapter 3?
Yeah, what is the literal meaning of Pratyahara?
Prati means opposite or inward. Ahara is anything you put, anything you eat, or nourishment is ahara. And opposite of the nourishment is being able to feel the effect of the nourishment, which is vibrations. Prati means opposite, ahara means food. Okay. So now, shall we go on to chapter 3? Okay. In chapter 3, I will finish the first few sutras. Desha means any place. Bandha, Desha Bandha means any place where you're simply embedded in or focused upon, engrossed. Desha Bandha Chittasya, of the Chitta or our programmed entity, is Dharana. So 1 point focus is Dharana. And Sutra number 2 of the 3rd chapter, Tatra, there, Pratyaya, Pratyaya means any thought, Pratyaya, being over there, ekathanata. So the thought there, the thought is ekathanata, means one fold and only staying over there, not moving away, is dhyana. We need to understand this very carefully. If you're focused somewhere and your focus is never shifting from there, as if that is the only place where you belong, then in which case, even the effort of focusing goes away. When the effort of focusing goes away, because you're completely engrossed over there, the mind is no longer active. In order to focus, you need to have the focus of the mind. But when you become one with the focus, then in which case, that is the state of dhyana. Okay? And from dhyana, what happens? The cosmic connectivity unfolds. And when the cosmic connectivity unfolds, you go into samadhi. So let's go to the next one, sutra number 3. Tadeva arthamatra nirbhasam swarupa shunyam iva samadhi. So when you have gotten into that stage, tadeva, in that, tadeva arthamatram. Artha means the meaning, matra is that alone. Nirbhasam is experience, abhas means to feel. Nirbhasam is in a very subtle way you feel. Swarupa shunyam, that is the form. Swarupa is the form. Shunyam is becomes void. Iva samadhi. In other words, the sense of whatever is the true reality, you experience that, and everything else becomes void. That is the state of samadhi. Now, if you use this meaning of samadhi, it does not look anything more than becoming mindless, right? But that's not what samadhi is. You will hear a lot more about it. But you have already seen from the first chapter, in the sabija samadhi state, ritambhara tatra prajna. In other words, there you're engulfed with the wisdom of the cosmos, or the connection into the cosmos. And from there comes intuitive awareness of prajna. So in other words, you can understand any particular state can be expressed by different words. Remember, when Patanjali in the first chapter describes God, he is talking about God first as that Purusha who is outside the cycle of the karma klesha. And then he says, God is the seed of all knowledge and knows everything. And then he comes back and says that, but when you surrender into God, you can have the same samadhi experience. He also says the vibration of God is Om, the pranava. So you can see that to describe any entity that is so much beyond, you're giving descriptive words. So in sutra number 3 here, he is giving you a descriptive word of a descriptive nature of samadhi. But samadhi, this is only one descriptive nature. You can understand that the characteristic of samadhi are much more than that. And that is why when we look at the word samadhi from the first chapter, you cannot understand it fully. There is more to come. He's going to discuss a lot more about samadhi as we go forward. Okay. So this only, the sutra number 3 is only one description. Let's go to sutra number 4. Trayam ekatra samyamaha. Trayam is what? 3. 3 of them coming together, becoming one, is called samyama. That is, what are those 3? Dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. When they become together, you are in the stage of samyamaha. Samyamaha means, yama means, remember what I said, yama, being true to your inner self. That is true, being true to your conscience is what yama is all about. But what is the meaning of samyama? When you're totally integrated, and from that place, you're able to have intuitive awareness, the prajna. So let's see sutra number 5. Tat jayat prajna alokaha. So from there, you're able to win prajna, that is the inner awareness, and alokaha, the lightening up. The aloka means the luster, the lightening up of prajna happens from there. Tasya bhumishu, sutra number 6. Tasya bhumishu viniyogaha. Yogaha means to connect. Niyogaha means to connect in a special way. Viniyogaha means vishesha niyogaha. In other words, whichever bhumishu means any point of focus or any point of discussion, any point of thought. So the you can do the dharana, dhyana, samadhi in any point of focus or any thought that you have. And so that is the spectrum of the viniyoga that that you will go to. What does it really mean? In samadhi, whatever question you ask, you will get the answer for that. So if you ask how the stock market is going to go, you will get the answer. If you ask why is my heart beating so fast, you will get the answer. If you ask the question why is somebody having a pain in the neck, you will get the answer, right? So in other words, wherever is the point of focus, that is where the object of the samyama will go. So the samyama is the process whereby you get all of this. Okay. Now, can you understand in the first sutra chapter, the sutra in the first chapter, sutra number 17, he tells you through the fourfold process, vitarka, vichara, ananda, asmita, anugama, samprajnataha. That is what was the sutra number 17 from the first chapter. And that is the state of complete wisdom. The samprajnataha means complete wisdom. How does it come? It comes by the first is vitarka, means to think about it. Actually, vitarka means to question. Vichara means to think about it, contemplate on it. And then from there, ananda is letting it go. And asmita is experiencing. And from there comes the knowledge. And that what he is described in the first chapter, in the executive overview, is the same thing that is described over here as samyama in greater detail. How dharana, dhyana, and samadhi come together has been described over here. Okay. So let's go to sutra number 7, and then that's where probably we will stop. Trayam, actually we'll do sutra number 7 and 8. Trayam antarangam purvebhyaha tata api bahirangam nirbijasya. Okay. So what he is saying is, Trayam, the three of it, antarangam means inner, purvebhyaha, what has come before. Purvebhyaha means what has been discussed before. So the first 5 of the 8 ashtangas are relatively relative to the 5 of them. The later 3, that is the dharana, dhyana, samadhi, is inward relative to the previous 5. However, tata api, of that too, bahirangam, outside, nirbijasya. So even the stage of this samyama, when you're focused on one question, is outside nirbija samadhi. Why? Because in nirbija samadhi, you don't have a point of focus anymore. Because everything is gone and you're naturally connected in that state without any question, and everything comes to you. Okay. So anytime you have a point of focus, you're in sabija and you reach samadhi, that is sabija samadhi. When you're in samadhi without the need for a point of focus, that is the state of nirbija samadhi. So with that, we will end over here with sutra number 8 of chapter 3. If there is any one quick question, we can stop over here.
Rajanji, what is the literal meaning of samadhi? Is there an English word for that?
Well, in the English spiritual word, they call it as divine communion. Okay, connecting with God.
Okay, what samadhi means? There is some Sanskrit.
Okay. Tama means balance. Dhi means intellect. So being in balanced intellect, or being in the true state of your existence, which is not your body or your mind, that is the state of samadhi.
Thank you.
Okay.
What is Vibhuti Pada means? Pada I can understand, the section or quarter.
Yes.
Vibhuti
Yeah.
Pada.
Vishesha Anubhuti is Vibhuti.
Okay.
Vibhuti Purusha. Yeah.
Dr.
Okay.
Narayanan, this is
Yeah.
Uma. When are you going to start these classes for the Western session?
Actually, we will, once we finish this over here, we will have the second round over there. So those people who from here who feel after the first round they have not had enough, we'll be doing the second round over there. They can come and join a second time. You see, what happens is Yoga Sutra can be done more and more times. And the more you think about it, you will understand it even better. But again, remember, in the second session, we have an extraordinary individual, a person who has supreme awareness of all cosmic existence. And this is a very young person from Gurgaon in outside Delhi in India. And so it was quite by accident we discovered this person. Normally, when I'm looking, I don't look inside the person. It's none of my business. Okay. So, but sometimes the intuition guides you. And what had happened was we have one person from San Ramon in California, where she was observing that one such volunteer whom I had to lead one session, the Bhastrika Pranayam. So this 25-year-old is saying, I was saying, observe, think of everybody inside you. And after the Bhastrika Pranayama, see the sensation in the head and see when it subsides down. So this 25-year-old who was leading it said, I can feel it. She was excited. She could feel it. And she could see when everybody's things subsided. So when she said that, this other person from San Ramon says, when will I feel it? And so I told the person, you will never feel it. So the moment I said that, I felt bad, because what it is I didn't want the person to think that the person was incompetent or anything like that. So I told the person, all of us in our Atma Nadi, we have potential for different Siddhi abilities. And everybody's Siddhi abilities is different. You don't need to have Siddhis in order to be self-realized, in order to reach the highest. Because each person is given Siddhis only in order to do their Swadharma or their duty for which they have come into this body. Okay? So people who have Siddhis have a special role to play, and that's why it has been given to them. And so just to make that point, I kind of looked around and said, different people come with different Siddhis. And lo and behold, I look at this person. This person has all the Siddhis that anybody could ever want complete. Okay? And so that is how we discovered this person in the second session. And that person is also a person who is under 30 years old, a person who is probably in the range of late 20s. Okay? And that person did not fully realize that person had all these abilities. And then this person is looking, and it's that the person can feel the full universe. The person can see how much awareness Krishna had, how much Narasimha Bhagavan had, and she can go and look at everyone. She knows everything. Okay, so that was an unusual experience in the second session that we had. Anyway, with that, we will close over here, and we will meet tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.